It's been gloomy in the morning where I live, and I've been finding it hard to get motivated, and it's just kind of made me feel blah. So I made up this yoga routine to boost my energy, and I thought I would share it. So here we go. Roll out your yoga mat and come do some yoga with me. Let's begin. Let's start with our feet hip width distance apart, finding that perfect mountain posture, standing up nice and tall. Palms are open. Let's begin by breathing in through our nose and then out through our nose. Continue that, inhaling through our nose, standing up nice and tall, and then exhaling out. One more time, inhale from the bottom of that belly all the way up, waking up that body, and then exhaling it out, standing up nice and tall. Now this is gonna seem silly, but it's really good. I want you to start to shake. I want you to think of like a shimmy. I know it feels weird, but we're waking up the body, right? We're tapping into that nervous system like, hey, woo, it's okay. Notice how the corners of your mouth are already coming up. We're stimulating, we're waking it up. So feel free to just have fun here. We're only here for a minute. Maybe you like a little sway. I personally like the shimmy. If it feels good to bounce, maybe bounce. It's up to you. We want to wake it up, right? Hello, internal organs. Hello, nervous system. Move that body, right? Continue that breath. Maybe you open mouth, exhale here, right? Anything that you've got going on. Open mouth, let it out. Anything that doesn't serve your body, any thoughts, any feelings, I encourage you to let it out with that open mouth exhale while you shimmy, shimmy, shimmy. All right, just give me about 5 more seconds. You got this. And then let's slowly come to our standing mountain posture. I'm gonna come to the front of my yoga mat. Feet are hip width distance. Let's inhale, bring our arms up, reaching up. As you exhale, right arm comes back, left arm forward, gazing at that right thumb. And now inhale, both arms come up. Exhale, back, the left thumb comes back. And then inhale, back to center. Exhaling into a slow swan dive, forward fold, knees are bent. Hang out here, knees are soft. Let's just go ahead and take it to a little sway. Waking up that lower back. Feel free to open and close your jaw here. Again, maybe those open mouth exhales felt good. Maybe you grab onto your elbows. And then slowly come to that stillness, rooting down through your feet as you slowly roll up. Your head being the last thing that comes up. And let's do that again. Inhale, arms come up. As you exhale, right arm comes back, left arm forward. Make sure that right hip is forward. And then inhale, arms come up, reach up tall. And then look back to the left side. Rooting down through those feet. Inhale, arms come up. This time, exhale, give me a nice back bend. Just hold here another breath. Open up the heart. Feel that stretch. And now on your inhale, arms come up. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. This time, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step it back. Find that downward facing dog. Pressing your heels into the yoga mat. And actually, let's pedal it out. Maybe that movement feels good. Walking your dog. And then finding that stillness in your downward facing dog, evenly pressing your way through your hands, your feet, feeling that deep stretch. Head is below the heart, it's energizing. And then slowly coming to your knees, finding that tabletop, toes up to the mat. Let's do 2 cat-cows here. So inhale, drop the belly, lift up through the heart, and then exhale, round it up. One more, inhale, drop the belly. And then exhale, round it up, hold it here, feeling that stretch, bringing your chin to your chest. And then like a wave, come into your nice tabletop. And then walking those hands forward slightly, like one hand length, come forward into a nice up dog. Lifting the hips, protecting that lower back. If it's comfortable, take that chin and just feel that lengthen. Inhale here, exhale, come back to your tabletop, tuck your toes, finding your downward facing dog. Let's hold here. Inhale, slowly take this left leg up, three-legged dog. Pressing down through that left hip, up through that left heel. Now let's inhale, bring this knee to nose. Exhale, extend that leg behind you. Inhale, knee to nose. Exhale, extend that left leg behind you. Inhale, knee to nose. Exhale, drop that back knee. Come on up, crescent low lunge. Reach it up. And now let's take this right hand to our left knee, opening up the left arm, like just kind of like what we did standing. Getting a nice twist through that midsection, opening it up. Breathe into this space. Bring it out, right? Stimulate those organs. And then inhale, arms come up. Exhale, pressing that hip back, nice little hamstring stretch. Pressing that left hip back, right hip forward, keeping those hips square. And then slowly again, like a wave, bending this left leg, curling your right toes, taking your straight left leg behind you, three-legged dog. And then coming into your downward facing dog. Inhale into plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Let's inhale, let's jump it up, hop it to that forward fold. Exhale, plant your feet. Inhale, halfway lift, nice flat back. And then exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive up to that mountain pose. As you exhale, back bend. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step it back, down dog. Let's do the right side. Inhale, right leg comes high, three-legged dog. Take a moment, setting in. And then inhale, bring this knee to nose. Exhale, extend that leg behind you. Inhale, knee to nose. Exhale, extend behind you. Inhale, knee to nose. Exhale, step it through, dropping that back knee. Crescent high lunge. Come on up. I'm sorry, high lunge. This is a low lunge. Feeling that stretch through your hip. Now taking your left hand to your right knee, opening it up right here. Can you feel that twist? Looking back at that right thumb. Breathe into this lovely twist right here. And then inhale, arms come up. Exhale, pressing those hips back. Finding their half splits right here. Feeling that stretch, right hip comes back, left hip comes forward. And then slowly bending this right knee, curling your left toe. Take this right leg back behind you. And then coming into your down dog. Inhale into your plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Bending your knees, give me a nice hop up to that forward fold. Exhale, plant your feet. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive up to that mountain pose. Exhaling into your back bend. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, finding your mountain pose right here. Let's inhale, bring our right leg up. A little bit of balance. Holding it here. Now stepping it back, finding your crescent high lunge this time. Reaching up. Feeling that length. Inhale here. Exhale, pivoting on that back foot, finding our warrior two. But let's go ahead and inhale, straighten this front leg. Exhale, bend into that warrior two. Inhale. Exhale. One more, inhale, straighten that front leg. And then exhale, come on down, warrior two, holding it here. Can you sink it a little bit deeper? Taking this left palm up, go ahead and high five the back of the room. Coming into your reverse warrior, peeling this left hip or left shoulder, arm, I cannot talk today, open. And then coming into that warrior two. Inhale, hands come to heart as you balance back up into that crescent high lunge. And then framing this left foot, finding your runner's lunge. Now planting this right hand, let's peel open this arm and just come into a lovely twist right here. You can always drop your back knee. Bringing it out right here, such a great twist. And then bringing this hand down, framing your left foot. This time, take your left leg and open up that hip. Peeling open into your scorpion tail, that left heel squeezes towards your right glute. And then coming on back down into your down dog. Bending your knees, hopping up to that forward fold. Exhale, planting your feet. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Feel that bend. And then let's inhale, reverse swan dive up to that mountain pose. Exhaling, hands just come to your heart center. Placing all your weight on your right foot. Let's bring this left leg up. Finding our balance. Rooting through that right foot as we step our left leg back, finding that crescent high lunge. Opening it up, relaxing your shoulders. Big inhale here as you exhale, finding that warrior two. Let's add some movement. Inhale, reaching up, and then exhale into that warrior two. Inhale. Exhale. One more, use that full deep breath. And then as you exhale, sink into that warrior two, nice and deep. Feel that stretch. And then inhale, your hands come to heart center. Oops, nope. Let's reverse that warrior. Open up that chest. There we go. Letting in that big, beautiful breath, bringing a smile to our faces today. Be grateful that we can move our bodies. Coming into that warrior two. Now bring your hands to heart center as we come up into that crescent high lunge. And then framing your right foot, planting your left hand, peeling open that right arm. Twisting it out now on the right side, dropping your hip. Breathing into this twist, one more breath. And now framing this right foot, take it back behind you, opening up the hip into that scorpion tail. And then finding your downward facing dog. Holding it here. Inhaling into your plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Inhale, let's peel that left leg high, three-legged dog. Inhale, knee to nose. Exhale, extend behind you. Inhale, knee to nose. Exhale, extend. Inhale, knee to nose. Exhale, crescent high lunge. Come on up. Open up, warrior two. Taking this left palm up, high five the back of the room. Reverse that warrior. Coming into warrior two, hands come to heart as you come up into that crescent high lunge. And then exhaling into your runner's lunge twist. Framing this left leg now. Take this left leg back behind you, opening up that hip. And now take this left knee, bring it through scissoring side plank. So I know it's hard to see. My left leg comes underneath and I'm stacking my shoulders. Holding here. Breathe here. One more breath here. Turning on that core. And now coming back. Now take this left leg back behind you. Three-legged dog. Readjust. Inhale into your plank. You got this. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Inhale, peel your right leg up. Inhale, knee to nose. Exhale, extend behind you. Inhale, knee to nose. Exhale, extend behind you. Inhale, knee to nose. Exhale, crescent high lunge. Come on up. Open up, warrior two. Take this right hand now, high five the back of the room. Reverse that warrior. Coming into your warrior two, hands come to heart as you pivot into that beautiful crescent high lunge. And then exhaling into that runner lunge twist. And now framing this right foot, take that right leg back behind you. And now take this right knee, it's like you're gonna kiss your left elbow, pivoting into your scissor side plank right here. You got this, lifting the hips, engaging the core, and then coming back to that downward facing dog. Catch your breath. In fact, inhale, let's come into our plank, holding it here. And then exhale, come all the way down. Toes to the mat, come up into a Sphinx pose. Rolling out your wrists, enjoying that deep stretch. From all the way from your navel, all the way up to your chin. Open up the chest. Let in that big, beautiful breath. And then slowly come on down, pressing it up. Let's just have a seat. Now let's bring those feet out in front of us. Sitting up nice and tall on those sit bones. Let's inhale, arms come up. And then as you exhale, just come into a fold right here. Feeling a nice stretch. Breathing in it. Notice how I have a nice gap in my knees. We don't have to be, straight leg. Maybe there's a bend, I should say, a gap between my knees and the yoga mat. You don't have to reach for your feet. You can reach for your ankles. Just feel a deep stretch right here. We're nice and warm. And then slowly come on up. Make sure you're sitting up nice and tall. Let's take this right leg up and over. I'm gonna turn so you can see me better. So my right leg is up and over, hugging it in with your left hand, taking your right hand behind you, looking over that right shoulder. Again, think about massaging those internal organs. Give them a nice twist right here, like a towel that you're wringing out. But also notice you're getting a nice stretch on the outside of that right leg. Keeping that space between your left ear and your left shoulder. Using that breath. And then slowly release. Sitting up nice and tall. Let's take it the other leg. I'm gonna turn. Now your left leg's up and over. Take your right arm, hug in that knee. Left hand comes behind you, so you get that perfect posture. Looking over that left shoulder. Again, wringing it out. Inhale. Get that cleansing breath into your entire body, massaging those organs, letting it out in the exhale. Also, by hugging in this knee again, you're getting that stretch from this hip bone all the way to that knee. Such a delicious outer hip stretch. And then slowly coming back to center. Let's bring our knees into our chest. Give this back a little bit of love. Roll it down. And just bringing your knees into your chest. And then let's go ahead and take those bottoms of your feet together into a nice butterfly pose. Now your whole back is on the mat. Feet are together. I always like to have my hands on my hip bones. Just take a moment here. And that stretch between your inner thighs. And then releasing your hands, taking your knees together. Let's go ahead and use our top arm to press ourselves up to seated. where we were our energizing yoga practice today. Sitting up nice and tall. Let's just take one hand on our heart, one hand on our belly. Feeling that heartbeat. Feeling your belly rise and fall on the breath. Breathing in that love, breathing in that light, that happiness. Ready to conquer the rest of your day or whatever you have going on. Slowly release your hands. And let's just end with one final beautiful breath. Let's inhale, arms come up. Following the gaze, bring the corners of your mouth up as your fingers touch. Exhale, bringing those hands to heart center, sealing in your beautiful yoga practice. Thank you so much for doing yoga with me today, friends.